Welcome, guys. Welcome to the second meeting of the beta males. Shout out to you guys. What's going on? Look like we got Daniel in the chat. Shout out to you, Daniel. Um, Guys, this is where we talk about issues that men have to face. You know, Going through this modern world. Navigating this modern world. It's a lot to do with women who lack respect for us, but we don't have the guts, the testitude, the testicular fortitude to walk away from the chicks, tell them what they need to hear, so that they can move in the way that we need them to move. Shout out to H-Way, shout out to IO7, shout out to Daniel once again, guys. So I'm not going to show you guys right away, but in a second, I'm going to show you guys a video of a usual suspect, a protected class of people who literally made an Instagram video, thought it was a great idea to talk about how she is holding down a guy in jail who pretty much she only gets to talk to 20 minutes a day. Um, he's in jail for years, pretty much. And guess what? She's holding him down like they ain't nobody's business. But she said she wouldn't hold down a 9 to 5 guy. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about um, time whores. We're going to talk about women who they utilize men who don't know any better and just waste their time. You know, um, we shouldn't be allowing women to have long conversations with us, texting us all day, and we have no hope, no dreams, no nothing to get in those guts. We shouldn't be talking to women that we never seen before. We shouldn't be talking to women we never seen a photo of that won't even FaceTime. We shouldn't be doing that. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, shout out to Brandon. I got to turn my phone, guys, to the other this way for now so I can see the chat. Shout out to Regis in the building. Appreciate you, Regis. So keep in mind, Brandon, you are a beta female if you allow a convict to be housed at your house to where you're going to get in trouble. You're going to go to jail. Your kids aren't going to have a mom now, which might be a good thing because, you were ultimately a terrible mother. The devil was your daddy, and that's just what it is. They give rules to weak men, but break the rules for the men they like. Yep. That's just what it is. We're gonna talk about that. So by the way, guys, this channel, Beta Males United, is not a place you come to mock beta men, beta males. We don't do that here. We are supporting and showing love to each other. We're all got beta in us. Okay. Now you have some alpha males, such as the Regis or Al7. You have some alpha males who are strong, who are ultimately brave, who tell a woman how it is, who tell a woman how it is. And, I'm trying to encourage all of us men to behave in that way because we can't be letting women walk over us. There's too much of beta-ness going on out here in these streets. And Driving Wolf knows what I'm talking about. I spent about 6 hours. The last hour was pretty much 2 hours was about being a beta male, about how women, especially, we're going to keep it real on this channel. Black women take advantage of men the most. I'm talking about they go and they cultivate the weakest men and they abuse them, use them, and just take advantage of them. But it's only when they're washed, when nobody wants them. Just like in the same side, you have broke, miserable men who don't have the guts and the fortitude to earn a living. Okay, they take advantage of beta women. Okay, we're gonna talk about both, and then I'm gonna allow. Hey, I'm gonna do a venti caramel frappuccino. No, that'd be it. Thank you. By the way, shout out to Holly with the Starbucks fund. Guys, I would not be at Starbucks if we didn't get the fund started. So shout out to Holly. Okay. We got the Starbucks going. We're about to go. We're about to rock out here, guys, with the Starbucks. But look, back to the point, guys. I'm going to set this live format up. And I'm going to be talking for about 25 minutes. Then I'm going to leave the last half an hour to any beta male that want to come up and explain how they were able to either overcome, or if they want more advice, deeper advice, they want questions answered, I got it all for you because I am the leader. I'm the leader of this movement here. I'm the leader of this channel. And by the way, guys, I wrote a description, the only way a beta male could on StreamYard. I'm sorry, on AI. The description of this live is: do women have a thing for bad boys? Is it true that they prefer the thrill and excitement of a rebellious partner over a stable, reliability of a good man? In this video, we're diving into the psychology behind why women might be drawn to bad boys and what it says about their underlying desires and needs. From the thrill of the chase to the desire for excitement and passion, we're exploring the reasons why women may choose the bad boy over the good guy. So if you're tired of being the nice guy who always finishes last, which in a sense is not the worst thing. You want to finish last so your woman can finish first. But for the sake of this video, you're a nice guy that just finishes last, and you're a woman, or if you're a woman who's ever found yourself drawn to a bad boy, then this live is for you. Let's get real about what a woman want and what it takes to make a relationship truly satisfying. And with that said, women, understand a lot of you women like the bad boy because you guys are beta females, okay? And that's the reason why you like the bad boy, okay? And it's okay. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna get that together here. We're gonna fix that situation for you guys, okay? Let's go into my so guys, the only person right now that can come up anytime is Nab, okay? Nab, because Nab is a fellow beta male, okay? And Nab is the only one to come up. So at the half an hour mark, though, I'm going to open it up for anybody to come up. Anybody can come up. But for now, the only person that can come up is Nab. Please, nobody else comes up, okay? I'm not going to let you up. Only Nab. Shout out to Joe Money Monday. Joe, we're going to need a lot of your help. Not right now, not right now, but in the future, we're going to need a lot of your help because a lot of, um, you know, beta males in this world needs to be saved. And the only way we're going to do that is through the help of everybody. It takes the community. It takes community. It's not a one man show here. So that's what we got going on, guys. I got to adjust one last thing, guys. Give me 1 second. I don't know why. It's always going to be hiccups, guys. It's always going to be hiccups. Whoops, hold on, guys. It's always going to be hiccups. We're new. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Thanks. There's always going to be hiccups, and I'm trying to get my. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. You too. I'm trying to get my phone. All right, guys. You know, hold on, guys. Okay, we're good, guys. I had to change my name because for some reason YouTube app glitched and it did not allow me to have my name properly displayed. So now we got it, guys. Keep in mind, guys, on this channel, I am called and I am to be no to be I am to be called the leader. I am the leader, guys. Okay. My other channel, I'm the Amazing Hustler, and then my other channel about politics, I'm Dennis Jerome Jr. This channel being a beta, um, I am the leader of the beta males. Now, with that said, I gotta make Nab a mod real quick. And then Nab, if you don't mind, anytime you want to come up to speak on any of these topics, make sure you come on up. But let me make Nab a mod real quick. Nab gets the highest honor of mod, not a mod. Now, keep in mind, I can't give Regis, I can't give Joe, I can't give certain people who are alpha males a wrench on this channel because you have to be a beta male. The only one that gets the wrench without being a beta male is IO7 because IO7 does too much good work with Discord that he deserves it. Other than that, you have to be a beta male to get the wrench. Okay, you have to be a beta male. So driving the wolf does not get it. Brandon, you don't get it. I think you are a alpha male from what you said. So with that said, guys, let's get into it. Okay, uh, you have this video. I'm going to show you guys. It's a woman who is defending her ignorance. Here we go, guys. Hold on, let me put you on speakerphone here and make sure you're on speakerphone. Nope. Hold on one second. Okay, guys, get about the audio. Let me show you guys the comment section. Let me show you the comment section. You guys go back in and watch and look at the comments. And look at the group of women that's in the comment section. Look at the group of women agreeing with this ignorance. One group of women. Hairline hooligans. Let me explain to you guys, okay? And if you're a beta male, you have to now since now stuff like oh now you're on here.
Hi, is the audio messing up?
Fix the audio. Let me cut. It's not going. I'm gonna replace tomorrow. 30. So we're gonna have good audio
There we go.
coming up soon. So yeah, we're gonna have a new iPhone, so we're not gonna have all this janky that's going on. So now, if you want to break down a bit that I don't think they're gonna be able to hear, but keep in mind, guys, after that breakdown video, I'll tell you why it's hypocritical and why we are taking L's as beta men, males. So go ahead now, tell us what the video shows.
Well, basically, it's a woman, and she's talking about how she's like, I'm holding my man down. He's locked up. He's doing however many years in prison. I'm holding him down. We're having a great time. And she said, I don't know. She almost made it sound like it's a better relationship than as if they were both free. But what tripped me up was the comment section as well.
You're going to give your opinion in the comment section before I go.
So the comment section is filled with women that are all saying the same thing. They're all saying, my man got 7 years left. Oh, my man, he's down for 10 years, but I'm gonna hold him down. They're genuine. I thought they were trolling at first. They're all being genuine, and it just blows my mind. Like, they're being so damn solid to a man behind bars. I don't know. That's what they all like, from what I can tell.
So, mind you guys, keep in mind that these are Black women. In the comment section, also Black women. These are women. So this is why yesterday we were having a fight, an argument, and this makes sense now. Literally, The next day, we see a black woman who rather hold down a man doing years in jail than go get her a man, because more than likely she got a kid, to take care of that baby, to teach that kid how to be a real man. But instead of doing that, and by the way, she don't even get to visit him, H-Way. She doesn't get to visit him, H-Way. She literally hold him down over the phone. But guess what? You have other black women talking about how they held their man down for 2 or 3 years, and now he's like been out for 8 months, and it's good. Why would you want to be with a convict? You know he can't get a job. You know he can't work. He's never gonna no money in. But this goes back into yesterday. We're debating individual that I'm not gonna name because I don't want the person to be mad at me again. So I want them to come on and defend themselves. But there was a black woman, and she didn't understand that the reason why black men, pretty much black betas, the good black men, they're not choosing black women anymore. They end up with white women or Hispanic women. Is because we don't want negativity in our life. We don't want to have to fight somebody. We don't want to have to freaking like scare you into being with us. We don't want to worry about you cheating. We want loyalty. We want that cornball chick. We want that square. We want a chick that's going to invest her money in us. So it's going to be hard for her to cheat and leave us because she got too much invested. We want all that. Shout out to Ski in the building. Shout out to Justin. But here's the point. And Justin, the whole bad boys can be good at the same time. You can literally act and live like SpongeBob SquarePants. No, here's the situation. Bad boys are a unique individual. They always end up murdered, and they got a bunch of people talking about R.I.P. Here's a good dude. Dude, he doesn't even have one picture with a shirt on, a shirt tie on. Every single picture he got, it's freaking him in some dusty, like jeans, hanging off his butt, and a dusty shirt. I don't understand it. And by the way, Nab, I don't know why the set. Oh, I know why the setup is like this. Hold on, I gotta take you off it. I gotta take the setup off of this. But Nab, you explain to me this. Why do they love, and I'm gonna have to make it this because you're not camped up, so I'll make it for now, make it this. Just that way for the
No
algorithm.
problem.
But why do women like dusty dudes that don't do nothing for them at all and that has no potential of making or doing anything for them? And by the way, I can't make the chat any bigger. This is what they gave me. This is the only thing they got going on for right now. But yeah, why do women deal with dusty dudes that can't do nothing for them?
I think women, they have this infatuation with like fixing a man. But also there's levels to it. Some women, if the dude is free or if the dude is good and has options, she's worried that he's going to leave her. So she finds a man who's in prison, who's basically forced to talk to her, forced to rely on her. I guess maybe it's a weird way of controlling him or something.
That might make sense. Now, here's the
You know?
thing. There's ways to navigate it, okay? So here's the situation. Like I asked a woman yesterday. This is a black woman once again. This ain't me bashing on black women. I'm just speaking what it is. I'm like, why can't you get a man, shout out 7 with that comment? Why can't you have a man like an aisle 7 or a NAB, a man that has a great potential, good future, but he's going to take a little bit of time to get there. It's going to take a couple more years maybe to reach his maximum potential. And she's like, no, well, why do white women and these women, like, why do they, why do, why do, like, they're weak for wanting a guy who's not together. Like, I don't want that. I want a man that's already together. Why do we got to always accept like the worst? Asian women don't. I'm like, okay, think about this, okay? Asian women, the reason why they accept the best only is because they're the best most of the time. They're not smashing a million times. They're not smashing. Like, you have Asian women that never had a baby and they're like 28 years old, never had a baby. They're waiting to be a housewife. Usually that's too old for them. Like, they have only been with 2 guys. They're traditional. They know they're going to cook and clean and take care of business at home. They're going to be support system. They're going to be a man's piece. They know that. But the women that want to be able to get the same quality of men as these Asian women, they got a baby or 2. They're seriously overweight. Most Asian women don't eat a lot because they don't want to be obese. It's rare to see a fat Asian woman. Okay, it just doesn't happen. And when it happens, it's like rare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like you are not that Asian woman. You have a bunch of
Right. If
babies
I,
all over the place. Go ahead. You got it.
Sorry, I was gonna just say if I see a fat Asian woman walking past me, I'll be like, "Oh fuck, a panda escaped the zoo." All right, sorry, go
Jesus Christ, that was nasty work. I didn't say that. I don't
ahead.
condone that. That was all wrong. But no, but seriously, Asian women, you rarely see an Asian woman with baby daddy issues. You know, she's figure homeless, like sleeping on a friend's couch. You just don't see that because most of the time, I'm sorry, when you marry an Asian woman, her family comes with the package because her family has connections because the dad is probably successful. So you're getting connections, which is why they get the best of the top men. Okay, but with sadly black women and white trash women, they get the worst because you get no connections. Their dads are usually not even in the picture, so you don't get that dad that can put the husband into a good spot if he's like an investment guy, whatever, whatever. You're not even getting that. Secondly,
Hmm.
it's going to be chaos because the woman grew up in a single mother household, so all she knows is chaos. The devil is a daddy, so it's a
Hmm.
mess. So you're getting that. You're going to get a baby daddy or two that you got to deal with. Nobody's signing up for that. Okay, so you got to
But
understand.
you know what?
Good for it.
And it's rare to meet a woman that's self-aware, but I remember I met one. She was like, maybe 25 years old, and she told me like, I've been dressing scantily clad since I was 12. And I was like, how did you get away with that? She said, because I didn't have a father in the household. I said, damn, you know?
Mm. That makes sense. I mean, I saw a video today of a
So,
woman, black woman, who was with her husband, who was, or about to be husband, who was a white military guy, and she decided to cheat on him with a pookie. So you know that guy that like does like he says trade phones so we could do a loyalty test, and they traded phones. He looks and like he got caught up. She got caught up because she was texting her friend about getting diapers because she was too broke to buy diapers and some clothes. And then it comes to find out the dude has the baby, and he knew that the military boyfriend was coming back into town. He has the baby, and he's pretty much holding the baby up down until like she gets it together. The diapers and stuff. He can't even afford to buy diapers for his kid. And long story short, the black woman gave up or pretty much cheated on the military guy that she would have been set for life, who wanted her, even with her body looking like SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, it was one of the most disgusting bodies. Her boobs are nasty. It wasn't a good look. Um, she literally blew it, and now she's stuck with this dusty, street dude, more than likely, or he actually sounded like a beta male, but more likely a struggling rapper who can't even afford diapers. This is the type of choices that women are making. So now my question to you is, because we both from beta males, I'm just the leader of the beta males because I'm like level 6, 7. And once you get to level 10, you become a man. Like at level 11, you're a man. And then you got 5 levels. And after the 5th level, you go into alpha male 1, and you got 10 level of alpha male. Okay. And it goes from 1 to 10. 10 is the highest or the lowest form of beta male. 1 is the highest form of beta male. And it goes all the way up to 10 being the highest form of alpha male. So my question to you is now, what rating would you give yourself? I'm like a 6, 7.
so 1 to 10 on the scale of being a beta.
Yeah. And be honest, this is
Okay.
not judge. This is a judgment-free zone.
Um, all right, all right, all right. My rating, I would say 6.5.
Too high. I'm sorry, Nab. You're at a 3. I was being nice. I mean, you're at a 3. I'm sorry, but we're gonna get you to a 6 in the month. Now now mind you, we're not putting nothing that you do on blast. But some of the stuff that you would condone is the reason why you're like a 3. But no big deal. We're gonna overcome this. For example, um, you know, the one things that people don't like that you did in the chat about the channel was you defend women that you would call, that you would say you like. You defend them no matter how wrong they are. Would that be true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Now, have your best interest in mind. Would they defend you?
definitely not. Definitely not. And not
So,
all, but a lot of women, they live by a method of like they'll sink a man's ship, and then they'll just jump onto the next man's ship, even though he's drowning.
yep. So, what are you
You
going to
know?
do to fix that? How are you going to stop being a beta male in my chat on the other channel? Because everybody considers you a beta male because You have one case that we can actually mention that you felt bad about because you went off on ski, like to be made Holly do a 360,
Oh
and
fuck.
you said don't disrespect women, and you never gave him an apology, which it's something I think I apologize for me defending Furby and all these other women that didn't really deserve it. So I think like that was a strike. So what would you do in the future to not have that happen again?
Um, hold on one. All right. Let me start by saying, yeah, I apologize, Ski. I was wrong for that. I don't want to go into too much detail with that. I'll just say I apologize.
Okay, well, forget about you. You don't get a solution. So let me put this in my shoes. If that happened with somebody that and mind, this ain't about Holly. It doesn't matter. Holly's a single woman. She's doing her thing. She works hard for her body, so she's allowed to do a 360. But the point of the matter is, um, you gotta let women, if women gonna do what they do, then you gotta let them be for the streets. So what I mean by the streets is if a random man came on and Christina, if I like Christina, which I got catfished by Christina, if I got catfished, or say I like Christina and she decided to flirt with the guy and she knew I liked her, then at that point, I have to not be mad at Christina, but just know she's for the streets and I gotta like just keep it moving. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me expose myself on one thing. Christina got me because let's keep it a buck. She was my piece at one point because I had, Kylie girl going off for me. I had women disrespecting me on my channel. She fought for me every time. She made me feel like I had a protector, somebody that was, had my back. Even when I made bad mistakes and decisions, she always defended it. And then she was like a yes man as a woman. As a man who's a beta male, to say that you got a woman that got your back as a fan, pretty much obsessed with you for the most part, it makes you feel like a
Mm-hmm.
good man, but you're still a beta male because like ultimately you got catfished, and she's
Mm-hmm.
she's like a level 2 beta male or beta female. So all that like she was giving me didn't count. So I was wrong for that. I shouldn't have fell for that, and I ruined my channel because of that. A lot of my channel that dipped when I allowed her to have the power to tell me what to do, to boot people, to cuss me out on my own channel. That's when my channel dipped. So you know what I did now? I don't give nobody no power. Now I can suggest things, but I'm gonna push back because as a man, you have to fight and you can't let nobody control you. So with that said, women, you never let a woman unless she's giving you the box. You don't let her control you. And even with you giving you the box, you still don't let her control you, but you give her a little bit more privileges. So, for example, if a woman came on my channel and she's giving me, you know, some good, super wet, super soaker, then I would like defend her if she's like uncomfortable and men are disrespecting her. I might boot the men because guess what? She didn't deserve that. She's giving me what I want, so I let her get disrespected. But if the woman is clowning me or she's flirting with other guys when I'm trying to communicate with her and on that level, then I'm gonna let that woman get disrespected. I'm gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh out loud. I'm gonna just laugh behind the scenes. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, Steve the Dean, for example, as a man, Steve, you are on the LGBT spectrum. You are a level 2. Uh, because, dude,
Mm-hmm.
why would you be looking for me, man? Like, dude, like, here's the situation. I'm not gay, so I'm never going to be with you. You can't turn me to gay. You have to harass me, which is illegal, harassing me with nudity. That should not be allowed. You're acting like a level 2 beta male. So you need to just go away and relax because you're going to cause yourself to end up in jail being a predator. Just relax, man. You don't want that life. I want the best for you. So if I was you, I would just relax, take a break, go hit the weights, get a clue, the W. So now, Nap, how do you avoid women like this woman that decided to mess with the jailbird instead of a good 9 to 5 guy like you? What do you do to avoid that as a beta male? Because the beta males, we think she's attractive. Well, I mean, Woody, if you saw the woman
Mm-hmm.
at Walmart and she decided because the dude needed some money and she couldn't get the money and she saw you falling out of control buying a PlayStation 5 or something pro, and she saw you pull out a wad of money, how would you avoid the temptation of smacking? Or if you do
Mm-hmm.
decide to like, give her some play and smack, how would you smack without being sucked into being a beta male?
Um, I
Or do
wouldn't
you need
even
to go for it?
I wouldn't even try to sleep with her because if as soon as I got even the slightest hint of understanding, like because usually they do like spill the beans, they'll be like, "Oh, I got a call from my friend. He's in jail." Like I knew a woman like that, and I was like, "Wait, you have a friend that's in jail?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah," and stuff like that. I just wouldn't hit it because I don't know. I would just be worried the dude is a crazy ex-boyfriend or something. But anyways, I think I know now like what they're after. I can just tell a few things. I don't know how to explain it, but I wouldn't get serious with them, honestly.
Have you ever had one before?
Um I knew one. I didn't sleep with her, but I knew her and she told me like, "Oh, he's in prison. He won't be out for years. It'll be all right." But it was just suspect. I don't know.
So I got simped out in my past. I
Mm,
told the story on my other channel that I was with a chick. Oh, I wasn't with her, but pretty much I was trying to wine and dine her. I even put her on a hustle that I had that I was doing a legal hustle. But she pretty much she was trying to get money, but then her kids fell for me. We went to the YMCA. I was teaching them how to play basketball. Everything was good. We would have been a big happy family. My daughter liked her. Went out to eat. I still got the pictures. Nice light skinned woman. She was literally rough a little bit, but she was like a little bit submissive. But I never told her I liked her. She just knew I liked her, but I never told her. So she was literally treating me like a beta male. She literally was like never. She didn't give me no play. Like I would ask for pictures, and
mm-hmm,
sometimes she would send a picture, but she would always go out and make time to go out on the weekends with her girls to the bar with the money I gave her. But then when I would ask her to hang out, she's always busy with the kids. She got something going on. And then when it's me coming over to hang out, like it would be, we got to go get food somewhere, and then I'll drop her off, and like she'll let me come in for like 15, 20 minutes. Then she'll get that phone call, and then it's time for me to go. Never a thought came over my head of moving, like her moving. I remember I used to like talk about how much I was in love with her. She never ever gave me play really. So the reason why I say that is to say that this is a lesson I learned. I know with these type of women, okay, you can smash them. So what you gotta do is you gotta pretty much play that game. They want the money, so you gotta tell them
mm,
like you broke, and then that way, when she still gives you number three and you're joking, you're gonna take her to eat some Sonic or some, maybe McDonald's or something for her and her kids. But you make sure you go to her house to kick it. You make sure you say, "Let's smoke outside," whatever. If you don't want to smoke with the kids,
mm-hmm.
don't be ignorant, but smoke outside with her. But you do nothing like fancy. Like you don't take her out to a restaurant. You don't take her to a bar so your people will see her because then she's gonna feel like she got you. You got to make sure you literally say, because if she says no, just to come into her house, to like smoking outside, little things like that, then that means you're never gonna get those panties. But if she does say yes, then you give it 2 to 3 times of doing that, and then after that you move on. That means you never had a chance. But these women are only to be smashed. You just gotta like literally use them to smash. Let's see
Well,
what. And by the way, if anybody wants to come on, the link is there. You can come up. If anybody want to ask this conversation, never save a wonder female. She will always find a way to wonder. Yep, you're
that's
right.
perfect.
Now I was going to talk about time. My live was really going to be about women using men as time whores. But when you sent
Mm-hmm.
that video, I decided to make it about women wanting bad boys. And keep in mind, guys, beta males in the chat. Y'all might be angry with me saying this, but I'm sorry, guys. I got to keep it real. It ain't nothing wrong with being a bad boy. Let me tell you guys, look, it's an image. So bad boys is this, okay? Bad boys, because I can play that bad boy persona. Nab saw yesterday in Discord, I was acting like a bad boy. Bad boys are
Mm-hmm.
demanding. They tell the women what they want, not and what the women want to hear, but what they want. They don't play no games with nothing. Like, for example, if a woman is texting you every day and trying to get you to call her every day, it's to the point you gotta be straight up with her. Yo, I'm not looking for a friend. Like I'm looking at like if I'm you're my friend, then obviously I'm gonna want to smash. Unless you're a real friend. For example, in my life, Sabrina, that's my daughter, but we're ultimately friends. My daughter, I got love for her. I would never do anything with Sabrina. But other than Sabrina, I don't have no women as friends. I just don't. Now we could say on YouTube, like Holly. and a couple women may call themselves my friends. But here's the thing: if I'm single, I'll come to your house and we're probably gonna get it in more than likely. Because I'm sorry, like I'm gonna try to hit it. Now, if you don't let me hit, then you pay for my flight, you pay for my food, you pay for my dinner. I tell all the women this. I'm not going nowhere and paying for anything out of my pocket with some chick that we're not even like best friends. We're just like associate friends, like off of like a YouTube or stuff. I just don't do that. Now, if you pay for my trip, then yes, I'll come, enjoy myself, kick it, and I don't expect anything. I don't care if we don't do nothing. It's all good. But guess what? The woman, she's gonna feel some kind of way when she sees me get out the car or get out that airport, walk out the airport to get in the car. I'm smelling all good. My meat, what do you call it? Your meat print? My meat print is super long, just making her like
What
think
the?
like, oh my God, how big is that? Okay, I'm smelling good. Like all the women are looking at me because I got that swag about me. I'm talking to her to where she just wants more and more and more. And then I don't give her nothing. I don't give her the D after. Guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna be upset and mad because she just spent her money and she wasted her time in her head. Because guess what? She might have to take off of work because she set up everything around my time. If I pay for the flight, I'm paying taking off of work and I'm doing all that, you better believe it's going to be known in advance that I'm not saying we got to smash the first night, second night, but I'm going to smash. Because if we don't, I'm not talking to you ever again in life. Because I've been abused and used by too many women that I would never put myself in a position to be taken advantage of. And that would be me being taken advantage of, me being a beta male by like coming and spending all the money. Now, be real, Nap. I'm assuming that
Mm,
happened to you many times where you have wine and dined a chick who straight up told you that you guys are just friends. She didn't do it to, oh, we're just friends. We're just friends. Like I'm not. I don't look at you like that. And you know, there's like chemistry. You know that you would be a good guy for her. Like she's only talking to douchebags who she complains and cries about. So you know she gave you a chance for her life to be great. And you know that you can
mm-hmm.
hold it down. And she literally says, "You're just my friend. I don't look at you like that." She tells all her friends, "Oh, this is my friend." Like, yuck, I would never mess with that. But she wanted you to take her out to eat. She might have wanted to go to the movies. She played this game for months, maybe even years if you're a super beta male. I'm pretty sure that's happened to you, right?
Hell yeah, damn. Yours makes you super beta? Well, I might be super beta if that's the case.
So, you still do that?
No, no, not anymore. But when I did happen though, I mean, if we're just friends, why? That's what I always confuse me. Why do I have to pay for the movies? Why do I have to pay when we go out to restaurants if we're just friends? I don't pay for my guy friends, so why do I got to treat them different?
Yeah, especially when they want you to compare, to look at them like a guy. Like, look at them like,
Yeah.
yuck. You have titties, you have a butt. Okay, you have most women got a rack on them, the ones that be playing hard to get. Talking about your friend zone, they literally could think about it now. You're not being friends with no fat, overweight, nasty looking chick. That's not happening.
Mm-mm.
Or would you?
Nah, nah, I wouldn't.
Now, ain't nothing wrong with an overweight, chick like that. But guess what? You're gonna be in the gym. I'm gonna get you worked out. But I'm not being friends because that's what I don't want to hit that. And I have not met a funny enough fat chick that I want to be cool with. Like, 'cause my reputation, I'm sorry, I'm not walking around with you looking like a Teletubby. I'm just not doing that. I'm sorry. We could be
Mm-mm.
friends from afar, especially if I didn't know you until like now, because I'm popular on YouTube. Now you want to like be my friend? No. So what happens now, Nab? Okay, be friends with these chicks. You can get out of friend zone. You just gotta tell the woman how it is, because guess what?
Gosh.
If she's
Give me
not
a second.
getting with,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead, you got it. So, guys in the chat that's still listening, if you are telling how it is to these women, okay, and you are put in friend zone, you gotta tell her straight up. Like, if you want a friend, you go buy a dog, okay? Like, we're not friends with women. Period. Okay, that's the easiest way for them to use you for dinner, use you for alcohol, use you for everything that they don't want to pay for, and that their dude that's piping them down is paying for. That's all it is. Or the dude that's piping down won't pay for it. They're literally gonna get drunk off of your dime. It's all good now. They're gonna get drunk off of your dime. They're going to eat off of your dime, only to get that back blown out at night by that guy. Don't do that to yourselves, guys. And once again, if she's coming to you to cry about that bad boy, you get her get her to overcome that. And then she goes back with the bad guy or another bad guy. At that point, she's never going to be with you. You are not going to get over that because she's just, at this point, trash. Because she wouldn't be trash if she was telling you about the bad boy, but she was putting you on with hot chicks. But you got to keep in mind, most of these chicks that try to act like they're your friend, most of them, they're not putting you on with hot chicks. They're putting you on with fatties. They're putting you on with chicks that nobody else wants. They're giving you the leftover chicks because they know at a snap of a dime. Like I had this one girl who I really liked. Okay, she put me in friend zone after telling me that if I took over her apartment and let her stay for a little bit, then we're gonna like go eat, she's gonna cook, we're gonna smash. I'm like, oh shoot, my eyes got wide open. So then, like immediately that same night, I let her take my car. I stayed over her house before I went and took over the apartment. And she literally dashes simp in the building, beta male. You need some of this advice. You're welcome to join. So, and by the way, if any of you guys got any stories or situations you want me to discuss to help you overcome being a beta male, then you can email, send it to any of my social media. It's Beta Males United, all social media platforms, or you can reach out to me on my main channel or in the comment section. Just put a comment or a topic that you want me to get into. I got you. But pretty much she went to get piped down by the bar owner. And then, for about 3 weeks of me simping on her, she finally said straight up, like, we're just friends. She's not on that. It's COVID. She's not trying to just give it up to me. While she's getting piped down by some dude the whole time. I was friends with a chick. It took me 5 years to smash. Yeah, that's terrible, driving a Wolf. That's just terrible. Unless you weren't taking her out to eat, you weren't talking to her every day and all that, that's fine. I'm good. That's just simple. So pretty much, I then go into like the bar that she was bartending. I put her in this job. Okay, once again, and then she puts me on, or she tells her friend to holler at me to kind of get me off her back. The friend was ugly as heck. She looked like a rat. And guess what? She had some of the best good ever in my life. And then when she saw this chick was taking her spot, I was about to cut her off of the weed, off of the nails getting done, everything. She decided to jump in while I'm about to get in with that chick and initiate a threesome with me. And guess what? I went for it because after I had that threesome with her, I wanted more. Her, not more than threesome, just her, because her stuff was on point. It was fire. It was amazing. It was good. Okay, it was good, literally. And she gave some good, got 3,000. Okay, here's the point. She put me in friend zone deeper to where she had me crying, not even crying literally, but physically crying, telling her like this ain't fair. I deserve better. I don't deserve this. This is messed up. You're doing me dirty. Blah 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 blah. She had me literally like pleading my case. But here's the thing. It didn't work because guess what? I ended up moving out of that apartment. All that money lost. Actually, I saved money because I get to stay in that apartment, so I was all good. But my time was wasted. And now she reaches out to me. She reaches out to me randomly trying to get me to like holler at her, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because it's too much of a mess. It's too much of a mess of a situation that I don't want to be involved with. But back to the point, guys. Okay. Whole point of this live is to get you guys to understand nothing wrong with being a bad boy. Nothing wrong with women wanting a bad boy. All women want is a fun guy who's going to be unpredictable, who's going to be swaggy, who all her friends would want. Okay. Um, you have to be unpredictable. You got to stop texting women every day, the same message just to be in contact. That's not going to make her want you more. She's going to dread you. She's going to have days of dreading conversating with you. Secondly, you have to make sure that you dress swaggy, guys. Like you see what I got? I got the Nike uh, um, fit shirt on. I got my bull shorts. I got, my shoes on. I'm rocking out. Now I got my chain on. You gotta have the Apple Watch or a watch. If you don't have Apple Watch, if you don't have money to get a real watch, like a real watch, then you get the Apple Watch. This is just the starter pack or whatever. I'm going to work out. Now, if I'm not working out, then all you do, guys, is go get a graphic shirt. Don't get the cheap one. Get the thick one. Go get some jeans with a couple rips in them. Okay, you could get the bell bottom fit. Okay, not too bell bottom, leave a bell bottom, and then you go get some Jordans. Okay, or you go get some New Balances. You're on point. You're gonna look like that guy. But then now when you talk to the woman, you gotta have confidence. Bad boys aren't hunched over like, hey, what do you want to go do? What do you want to go do? You like to do this? No, bad boys gonna be like, yo, let's go eat at this place. I'll be at your house at 6 o'clock. That's what they do. Or hey, I'm gonna fly in to see you in 3 weeks. Make sure you're ready. No questions asked. But that bad boy gotta have money. You gotta have money to pay for your trip. Because here's the thing, you can't make the woman feel guilty if she's not on it because you didn't do your job. Because you came like a beta male. You came talking about, oh, oh, you know, um, I wanted to come and, impress you and blah blah. No. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do question and answer, guys. And mind you, guys, this is the second live stream, so this is gonna get better in the future. Okay, I'm about to be off here though in 12 minutes. Um, it doesn't matter if she's a holier than thou woman or nothing. It doesn't matter. You still should not be allowing her to control you. Okay, for 5 years of your life. Um, Is Olive Garden beta for a date? No, Olive Garden is actually a good first date. Absolutely good for good first date. You got to remember, you got to make that woman feel like she's a fat chick. You never treat a woman like she's better than a fat chick because if you treat her good, taking her to a fancy restaurant, then she's gonna take advantage of you. Now, if you get a baddie, then you might have to do that. Shout out to my son getting in the car. If you got a baddie, then you might have to do that with a baddie. A baddie kind of deserves that because other men that they're dating is going to give them that. So they're going to have that for you to like get what you want. But if she's not we're in a beta male channel. And by the way, my son made the logo, guys. If she's not a baddie though, then you absolutely Olive Garden is too much. You should take her to freaking Applebee's. And really, if she's like, okay, from a scale of 1 to 10, this is how it works, guys. From 1 to 3, you take her to Chick-fil-A or to a nice fast food place. And you don't eat with her in the place, you eat with her in the car and tell her, let's go grab some food, we can smoke or whatever and chill. I got something to do. I don't got time to really sit and eat. That's how you do that, okay? If she's at 3, if she's at 4 to a 6, then you would go to like a Applebee's or you would go to like a jacket or Jumpin' Jack, what like a place that the meals are like 15 bucks a pop. Okay, that's it. And you go there, okay? If she's a um if she's a 7 to 9, then you gotta take her to a Olive Garden or like a Italian restaurant or like a seafood place or whatever, whatever. If she's at 10 to 15, then you got to take her to the best place possible because that's what she's used to. And if you even think about saying Sonic or something, she's gonna blow you off unless you're a rich guy or you're super attractive. Okay, like you're a handsome guy. Okay, which most of you guys aren't. Wait, let's keep it a buck. Most of you guys aren't. Okay. I am, if I put my express on, I got my hair cut, I spray that spray on, I would be considered to women a super attractive, handsome guy because I'm Gift for Gab, I'm popular on YouTube, all these different channels, all that. So my son, for example, because he looks like me, he is considered a super handsome guy. So guess what? He gets all the chicks at his school. You know why? Because he's that guy. But a lot of men, you're not going to be fortunate enough to have that kind of success with women. Opening a car door is actually if she's your girlfriend and she's loyal, she's respectable, her family's good, you open that car door for her. But not all the time. You can't be cringe. You can't go to McDonald's open a car door. Or you can't be going to like freaking to the grocery store open the car door. No. But if you're going to like her family's house or you're going to a date or you're going to a concert, yes, you open that car door. That's alpha male. Now you're a beta male if you open that door for every single reason possible. Especially if she's with her homegirl and you open the door for both of them, you're super beta male. Don't do that, okay? What about you, Aiden? Do you open the car if you're going to take one of your girls out eventually? Would you open the car door for her? Why not? No, you said you don't know? Okay, well, you open the car door for that woman. You know why? Because you're young and more than likely her parents going to be with her. So you're going to be a gentleman. But if you're by yourself, if she's a good woman, which you're probably going to live with a good woman, you're probably going to get a white woman or an Asian woman. I already know the way you operate out in these streets. By the way, guys, you might end up with a black woman. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. But I think that I don't think he can handle. I don't think he can handle that much of chaos, especially when he's older. Dealing with. Would you date a woman that got a baby daddy who's crazy? What's the point? Shout out to Holly in the building. Holly is a fellow beta woman. Shout out to Holly. She's the number one beta woman on the channel. The older generation lied about all that opening the door stuff, just like they lied about everything else. No, T-Bone, they didn't lie. What happened was the YNs ruined it. Now, if I got with a white woman or Asian woman, I'm opening the door all day. You know why? Because they're going to be classy and respectable enough to want that. But if you get with a black woman, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna look at you like a beta male or a simp or a weakling if you're opening a car door for them, because all the guys who are desired, the bad boys that they date, he doesn't open a car door for them. So if you open a car door and you're a gentleman, she's in her head, she's throwing up. Did you yet? She's throwing up in her head. She doesn't want that, even though she might say she wants that. She doesn't want that. Okay. Did you make your account? Yeah, I got to send you your money back. You forgot to tell me. Okay. So, by the way, my son, he got his So yeah, fantastic Max, shout out to you. You got the white girl. No, and look, there's just the argument that Kenyon Martin kind of put Cheryl Swoops on blast. He literally said that he pretty much said that you can send it back to yourself. He pretty much said that yeah, he put AP Hoops 23, right? That good. He pretty much said that his mom was going in to get surgery in her stomach. And he said he had to check his mom because he's like, Mom, why do you have to be so difficult and angry? Like, why are you being like this? You got people that are doing surgery to you and you're still giving them attitude. Like, when are you going to like stop the attitude? And Sarah Swoops felt some kind of way because, why would you say payment not sent? She felt some kind of way because, what's your name here again? Is it the C Tuck? Okay. She felt some kind of way because like everybody's at her neck because like you have with the WNBA, you have like Caitlin Clark. She just out. She got beat up all last year. No attitude. Press conferences, no attitude, just going with the flow. But then you have all these female athletes who, before you go to there, just keep it on so I can make sure you're sending it to. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. You gotta accept it. But yeah, you have all these female athletes who, when Angel Reese got fouled, which wasn't a hard foul. She flopped. Like Caitlin Clark, she wanted to fight Caitlin Clark. And it's just giving everybody attitude because Caitlin Clark's changing WNBA. And Cheryl Swoops is mad that she's not getting credit because it wasn't as popular as it is now until Caitlin Clark came. So shout out to Holly in the building with the $3 super chat for the drink for my son. So Aiden, you have $3 for your drink. What are you gonna get? What kind of drink? Smoothie? Or you buy Gatorades? Shout out to Holly. Appreciate you, Holly, with that super chat. Is there a gas? We gotta go to the gas station on the way though. Um, okay. Joe said to make your son give you gas money. Teach him some responsibility. I think you need to send me $1 for gas every day. No, he can't because you gotta understand he's going to work. This okay, guys, keep in mind, Joe, keep in mind, he does have a responsibility because this is his camp. Now, if he's playing around being a joker, okay, you remember our rule about our rule, remember our conversation? Like if he's playing around while we're doing training, then yes, he's gonna start paying gas money because at this point he's gonna be fired from his own company. Because the problem I'm trying to explain to him is when you have customers, the parents, even though they're not paying right now, if they see the person at the camp is or the academy is named after, which is Aiden Page Hoops or Academy, Hoops Academy, if he's playing around, not taking it serious, and the kids aren't getting better, then they're gonna not gonna want to be um, a part of it. And we got to be serious here. So today, I'm gonna actually get in these kids, but no Cassie. Um, and get them to understand, guys, this ain't a joke. Like you are the ones that want to make the basketball team, not me. Like Aiden, don't you want to make varsity? I don't want to make varsity. I already made varsity. I already did my thing. I'm good. Holly said, tell him keep his electrolytes up, especially during the heat. Eat bananas for potassium in his legs and things like kale, lots of vitamin A and muscle strength. Yeah, Holly, I'm gonna actually reach out to you. I was trying to ask Kylie girl, but I think I might be a vegetarian now. 'Cause I think I've noticed that whenever I eat meat, uh, no Cassie, I literally throw it up. I throw it up. I mean, like I throw it up now. I always throw up the meat now. So I think that I gotta start eating salad and eating like chicken and just veggies. Because when I eat veggies, I got energy. I feel good. I'm good. Okay. Um, so Twiggy, you're coming in hot and heavy. You have no clue what we talked about today. Uh, no, Mondo. It's called AP Hoops Academy. It ain't just Hoops Academy. It's called AP Hoops Academy. Uh, how much meat am I taking in? I'm taking in about I don't know. I mean, probably a mouthful. I mean, how much would a hamburger be? I think like a mouthful of meat ain't that much. And I think like I just throw it up. Shout out Scott Hall, shout out to Twiggy and Mondo, shout out to you. So keep in mind, okay? Okay, so yeah, I might be, I don't know what it is, but either way, I've been throwing up. But when I eat veggies, I'm good. When I eat veggies, I don't throw it up, I'm good. Um, Now keep in mind, guys, Twiggy, I talked about a lot today. We talked about women want bad boys. So be a bad boy. Be a little dangerous. Instead of talking to a chick every single day, maybe blow her off a couple times. Holly knows what I'm talking about. Like, if a chick sends you a long paragraph, you got to tell her, bruh, you're as manly as Mondo. Nobody's sending Mondo long paragraphs. You know why? Because Mondo ain't going to respond. Okay? Um, and for women, sending long paragraphs, that's also beta women. Unless it's information and all that. But if it's like a long paragraph, like, oh, whatever. So you got to understand, men, you got to start with that. Stop being used for your time. Stop allowing people to, oh, shoot, I'm going to start eating some mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Good advice there, Holly. But yeah, keep in mind, guys, be the bad boy, but you don't have to really do crime. You don't have to be that guy. You can be chilling out, but you gotta be a bad. Like Scott Hall, for example. Scott Hall is literally bad. He's the bad guy, but in reality, he's a beta male. Beta male. Okay, but it don't make him no less than. But he got to show his woman that he's an alpha male, even though he's a beta male. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. So look, guys, I'm about to walk into my training. 1 minute late. It starts at 5. Can't be showing up late here. I should have left the house 5 minutes earlier. So guys, I appreciate you guys. Oh shoot! Shout out to Nab with the $5 Cash App super chat. So we got $8 for Aiden. Aiden, make sure you tell these people thank you, Holly and Nab. Why you so low? Oh, now I can't hear you. Just tell them thank you. Okay, I'm yelling, guys, because I can't. I'm in AirPods. All right, you guys say thank you. All right, guys. He said thank you. You know how he is. He's shy. He's all that. Oh, I thought that was coming to practice. Why not? Yeah, do what you gotta do. Guys, he's just talking about the cards, the busted car. Look, shout out to you too. He gets remind me to send you the $8 that you can send to yourself real quick. Just put the pin number in. You know the pin number. $8, and that's be for your drink. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I gotta get to work. Um, Vegetarian gonna be good for you. No more meat in your mouth. You might be right. No Cassie. No. Yeah, because I got too. I've been putting too much meat in my mouth. The past few weeks. So I think that would help me be better, man. I'll be more healthier. I'll be stronger. So Holly, I'll be reaching out to you and Callie girl for the tips on how to be, and also Mimi. Oh crap. All right, guys. We'll figure it out, Aiden. All right, guys. I'll see you guys a little bit later on. I'm about to get to work here. Appreciate you for tuning in. I'm out. Peace. Everybody have a good day. The next session for Beta Males United will probably be tomorrow, guys. We're gonna get this built up. We're still gonna be on the other channel rocking out, guys. But for now, we're here. But we're gonna get on the other channel eventually. But yeah, for now, we're on here. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.